Good morning, everybody. How you doing? I didn't know what to do a video about, so I was like, let me just search YouTube for a minute. And the first thing that I searched, and I said, what is, and then what is a wicked mean? And I was like, what does that even mean? Why did that even pop up on my thing? What does wicked mean? I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind when I read what does wicked mean, the first thing that came to my mind is Wickedy Witch of the West. Anybody remember that movie? Let me make it brighter so you can see me. I know you really don't want to see me, but I gotta make it brighter so you can see me. I don't want to evaporate into like nothing. All right, the Wickedy Witch of the West. It was from The Wizard of Oz. Anybody remember The Wizard of Oz? I haven't watched that movie in years, but that used to be a great movie. The Wizard of Oz, and the favorite characters are like a lion with no courage. He needed to seek to get courage, and the Tin Can Man with no heart, and he needed to get a heart. And then you got, I think I most likely represent is the Scarecrow who needed brains. I'm gonna dress like a scarecrow one day, just walk around. They're like, why are you dressing like a scarecrow? Sorry, that's my thing saying I probably got a pickup. Yeah, but that was a funny movie though. Oh, Toto! Oh, Toto! He got like swept up in a tornado and thrown down to a bunch of, I don't even know if you call them midgets or little people, whatever they were. I don't know. It was actually a good movie, but when you describe it, it sounds funny though. Kids that never watched it, they'd be like, what are you talking about? It was a guy who needed brains, another man who needed a heart, and the other one needed courage. And they were walking in this gold, and she was like, had her slippers, clicker slippers. I want to go home. I'm destroying myself right now because I'm thinking like I'm trying to pretend somebody for the first time, me describing that movie to you, and you're gonna think this guy is off the wall. Wizard of Oz, though. It was a great movie, man. I think she landed on oh yeah, she did land on her house, like, you know, tornadoes spun, landed to this place with like little people. It landed on top of, I think, the Wicked Witch or some witch. I don't remember now. I'm trying to remember that part. Damn. But yeah, when I think of the word wicked, that's what I'm thinking. Wickedy Witch of the West or East. I don't remember now. Wickedy Witch of somewhere. It was a wicked witch. That's all I know. And she was really wicked. And they had to like follow the yellow brick. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Oh, follow the yellow brick road. Oh man, and some funny characters. And then there was like, they would come to this big thing, and it was like talking to them. They had this loud, scary voice. You come to see me. I think they went in the back of it. It was like this small little guy back. I don't know if my memory serves correct, but I think when they went around the back or something, or somehow they got inside, it was like a small, maybe I'm just totally mistaken. I'm making this up. I don't know. Maybe I have a bad memory. I could have sworn there was a little guy on the other side of that thing talking. Toto! Oh, Toto! Funny things you search on YouTube. So all I was doing was saying, what is, and then that came up. What does wicked mean? And then my mind just you know how my mind is. My mind just takes off and goes into like these crazy, weird scenarios. And that's what came up to my mind was The Wizard of Oz. So if you get a chance, if you never watched that movie, go watch the movie. You will be crazy just like me when you describe it to somebody else who never watched it. I'll think it back, man. We were crazy. Like that movie just makes no sense right now, but back then it was a good movie. So anyway, I gotta go pick up something. I'll be right back. It's amazing. Like when we were kids, like we watched, it felt like the same movie every year or every time it came on. It just felt like it always was on. We always watched the same movies, and we just, we almost remember, we haven't watched these movies in like 10 years, 15 years, whatever it is, but you remember all those movies that you had when you were a kid. You watched them, right? Classic movies, you know. And The Wizard of Oz, of course, is one of them. Another movie that I used to like watching during this time of year was March of the Wooden Soldiers. I don't know if you ever watched that, but that was a great movie. When I was a kid, I used to love watching that movie. I don't know why, but I used to always look forward to them hitting those things. They would slap the thing, and the thing would go flying and pop balloons, and the pigs would fall all over. I don't know. It's just a funny movie to me, man. But now I look at it, and I'm thinking about all these movies that I used to watch as a kid. And as you get older, you start thinking about like, wow, what do my kids watch? That are they gonna have classics like that? Are they gonna have movies that are classics to them, like when they get older? Oh, I used to watch this every year, or every holiday I used to watch it. And I don't think that's gonna happen the same for the kids as what we used to have when we were kids, because we didn't have a variety of so many different things that you could watch. Like, basically when I was a kid, we had, regular TV and that was it. You had cable, but it was very few channels. And you'd always watch the same shows, right? And cartoons was like only on Saturdays and maybe for an hour or two after school or something like that, right? Or in the morning before you go to school. So we didn't have like what kids nowadays have. They have so many different things to watch. And they could just watch this, watch that, watch that. So I don't know. There might be some movies that they can kind of reminisce on too. I let my son and my daughter watch Home Alone. They like Home Alone. So I've been letting them watch that. But I want my kids to also have that same feeling of like, as they get older, to reminisce about certain movies that they want to watch every year around this time, just so they can reflect like, oh, I remember watching that movie all the time. So I try to do that with like, certain movies. So I think Home Alone is like one of them that they like watching too as well. But I'm trying to think on their own, like what movies or shows or movies they would watch on their own every year around this time. And I don't see that, unless us as parents like show them this every year and let them watch it and let them become like something that's just to reminisce about every year watching around this time of year. I don't think they're going to have that. So I think it's up to us as parents to, if you have kids, just let them watch a certain movie, maybe a movie that you liked, enjoyed when you were a kid during the holidays, and just let your kids watch that and get used to that. And so you can share that every year around this time, that you can enjoy those classic movies, reminisce, and it'll stick with them for years to come. Like even when they get older, they'll still remember watching those classic movies with you, or just getting used to that. So I don't know, go watch a movie with them, share it, make it like a bonding experience, and make it like every year around this time, the holidays, when Christmas is about to come, something that you guys can look forward to and think about. And even years go 30 years from now, they'll pass it on to their kids and enjoy that nostalgia of watching those kind of movies. But yeah, I think it's something we should bring with our kids to teach them about, because other than that, I don't really see anything now. It's like they got so many things to watch. They have so many opportunities to watch, YouTube and Netflix and all those different and regular TV, and got movies, and they got so much. They're not going to be able to like tie down to like have these memories of like, oh, I used to watch that every year around this time. Let me watch it again. Maybe like 30 years from now, they'll watch it again just to have those memories and relive those moments. So take the time this weekend and this weekend, well, during the holidays, and watch those movies with your family, with your kids, and try to make it like a tradition. Or just not like a tradition like where you have to watch it, but every year just make it like something where around this time of year you just watch it together, and something they can reminisce on. So anyway, I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love y'all. And Toto, where are you, Toto?